Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. I feel like a game show host with this lame introduction that I'm actually doing to today's video. All right, don't mind me. I'm looking very, very scruffy and dirty. Why? Because I'm a guy and I'm poor. Also because one of my main hobbies is working on cars. So it's been a minute since I actually been working on the LS Blazer. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram and the community channel here on YouTube, you guys already know that my son was very, very, very sick. He was having liver issues. So, you know, that's basically the reason why I wasn't posting any type of videos or anything like that. Big shout out to everyone that was, you know, messaging me and sending me good prayers and stuff like that and good responses. He is actually pulling through. He's getting a lot better now and stuff like that. He's basically holding all his protein now. So, you know, I really don't want to start the video off on something as sad as that, but I just want to give you guys a big shout out. Thank you so much for being very, very supportive and, you know, still being subscribed to the channel during this crazy downtime. So once again, thank you guys. Also, don't mind the noise because I live in a hot rod community. There's always fire trucks, cop cars, and all that other crazy stuff. People having a good time. It's summer. I'm saying it's summer. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of what's been going on. I've been working on a couple things during like the downtime and stuff like that. I'm constantly looking at this belt thinking I got it on wrong, but somehow it works. But I'm gonna get ready to show you guys what's going on right now. All right. Let's see if we can give you guys a higher up view. Everything's looking nice and kind of nice and okay. So I'm still waiting on a package from UPS. I ordered basically another coupler right here because on the VS Racing 78, 75, 78 or 78, 75, I forget the numbers. It's actually a 3-inch inlet right here, and I'm gonna be running 2.5-inch intercooler piping. So I'm waiting for like a little adapter right there. UPS said that they were going to be delivering it today. It's about 5 o'clock right now and I still haven't gotten it. I didn't have enough time today because I'm actually getting tired. It's like the 5th or 12th heat wave of the summer and I'm getting exhausted. So I wanted to hurry up and get this video out before I pass out. As you can see, we have the exhaust. So we already got the exhaust. I was going to run it out the fender. I did all the measurements and stuff like that. It was getting late. I didn't want to make too much noise, so I'm going to cut that hole tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I like the fender exit exhaust. I'm going to see, because you guys already know that I'm going to be buying new fenders, because you already know that that fender is messed up and that fender over here is messed up. So this is going to be like a little trial error or something like that. If I like it, I'm gonna keep it. I'll just have to suck it up and drill a new hole in the new fender. If not, I really want to do a hood exit. Everyone's doing hood exits. It's like the new wave. Oh yeah, also the tree fell. Yeah, so that's another reason why I wasn't posting videos. Luckily, you know, the truck didn't luckily the truck did not get crushed. So I mean, waking up in the middle of the night to a big crashing boom in your yard is very, very scary, because you don't know if it's like if something's landing on your house or something is landing on your car. So that's another reason why I wasn't posting videos. I had to like all the lumber fell around the truck. Big shout out to the man above, or woman, spirit. Big shout out to up above, because that was crazy. So anyway, you know, you guys know I like to ramble, you know, I'm like a bird brain. So anyway, we got the exhaust. Like I said, I'm waiting on the coupler now. Still tying in some vacuum lines and stuff like that. I was getting ready to use my vacuum box. I'm probably just going to get that plumbed up for, you know, like boost controller and stuff like that, because I am going to be running out of ports here. So I'm probably going to use this port right here. I'm probably going to lob this one off, tie it in. Why am I going to use it? Because it's right here and it's already available. I don't know, I may shave it, block it off, and come around to the side and use that little port right there. I may tap it and see what else is going on. The little vacuum port that's coming off right here, that one is going to be going to my blow off valve. Yeah, baby, that's going to be going right there. I don't know why I did the little, because that, like, that favorite flutter that we get really doesn't always come from the blow off valve. It actually comes from back spinning of the turbo, because I know you guys probably see turbos with like little holes and stuff going around it and stuff like that. Those are actually called, nowadays they're actually called race housings. So basically that's where it comes from. It's kind of really hard for me to explain it. Like, I know why it does that, because something happens, and then next thing you know, boost has to go somewhere, so it basically backspins a little bit, and all that compressed air, it's weird. I know I'm probably freaking rambling right now, but yeah, the little race housings have the little holes and stuff around it, so it allows the air to go in, but as it's also being sucked in, it allows the air to escape. So that's another part of where we get that famous from. Also, it is not always coming from the blow off valve. So that's just like a little tidbit right there. So anyway, like I said, I'm waiting on that. I got the belt on. Guys, let me know in the comments, do I have this belt on right? Do I really can't remember. I done put on like hundreds and hundreds of, not hundreds, but I probably put on about like 5 belts on LS engines, and for the life of me, it always looks incorrect. Like, especially this part right here, it always looks incorrect. I don't know why. You know, because we're coming down, around, and no, I'm sorry, we're coming around and coming around and up and then over and then, I don't know. All right, so we got our 4-inch to a 2.5-inch coupler. That's Mishimoto right there. I got Mishimoto couplers. That's what I'm waiting on over there, another Mishimoto coupler. We have our throttle cable hooked up, vacuum lines and everything is all hooked up. As you probably noticed, or probably didn't notice, we took the fender liners out. That's like an old school hot rod weight reduction type of thing. Oh my God, when you look at the turbo from this angle, it looks freaking massive. Because like, we're always looking at it like head on, but like when you look at the size of this bad boy, the turbo is almost the size of the fender. Like, the camera really doesn't do it any justice. It really doesn't. Like, the cold side, the cold housing is about the size of the alternator. That's ridiculous. It really is. All right, so anyway, here's some leftover parts right here from the G8. I'm going to be tying that into the alternator, running that cable down to the starter. Also, guys, you guys probably noticed that I do have the wire harness hooked up. I was basically doing that during downtime also. I got my O2 sensors in. This is actually a 3-foot long oil feed. As you can see, I'm gonna need about like 5 feet. Yeah, probably like 5 feet. So for you guys probably wanting to do this here, that's gonna let you know right there that, you know, those 3-foot long oil feed cables that are out there will not reach. You plan on going like basically from across the engine over and then down. So yeah, that's all gonna be gravity fed. Shoot it in, let it go down. One thing I did not do yet, I did not tap the oil pan for the drain. I did not do that yet. We tied in the transmission dipstick. Like I said, I started running the PSI swap harness, secured a lot of the cables and stuff like that so they won't get burnt all the way up. A couple block offs and stuff like that. Like I said, throttle cable is ran. That is all working. Once I start doing the brake lines and stuff, I'm gonna redo all the suspension, the upper, lower control arms. I'm gonna pop these axles out. I don't know if I wanna go 5-lug in the front or probably just keep it 6-lug. So I don't know. Like, that part of the build is like way in the back. Like, I just wanna get this thing fired up and running. Power steering is hooked up. the alternators hooked up and stuff like that. It's really easy because GM like uses a lot of the same stuff. So the pressure side is going to the rack, and of course the return is going, because the return is basically a hose and a clamp. So the return is going right back to that. I know a lot of people are going to be asking me, oh dude, what type of blow-off valve are you using? Right there, buddy, there you go, Turbo Smart. I do have a tile in the house. I have a 30, I can't remember, but I got a big tile blow-off valve in the house. Like, I had it for like a long time. Someone actually gave it to me, and I never ever used it. So this is basically it for the engine side. Oh, you guys are probably gonna want to see. We do have some intercooler action going here. I'm gonna try to, like, you see how this one is like straight up and down and it looks a little better. I'm gonna do the same thing to that side because basically I'm still working on it. As you guys probably saw from that side, basically we have to go down 90, up, over. Yeah, that's a lot of intercooler piping. Over, down, 90, and then back up into the throttle body. Reason why? There's nowhere to go through the firewall. There's nowhere to go. Probably if I had a slimmer radiator, I may do that in the future, like center, like just basically center a 3-core or 4-core radiator like right here, and then run the piping off of both sides. But I want to use what I have right now, kind of like the most cost efficient way, aka cheap. So later on, probably when I swap the radiator out, I will shorten up this pipe. That's all. Why did I go 2.5? That's going to be because of turbo lag. That's going to reduce it. It's all about like volume of air. I'll be able to flow more air faster with less turbo lag with 2.5, because I knew I was going to be using a lot of piping. So if I would have went with a 3-inch with all this piping, it would have been a little bit more turbo lag than I like, because basically I have to fill all the air. I have to fill up the intake with all this pressurized air, send it all the way around, send it into the engine. So that's a heck of a delay that I really don't want with this big old beast. So let me walk you guys on the inside and show you what else is going on. Little surprise there. So, anyone notice anything? Yeah. Got the shifter mount. I don't know if I actually showed you guys this before. Oh look, that's a piece of our hood exhaust. Yeah, I'm saving it. We got the little port right there for the computer. I took the old dash. Let me see if I can show you guys right here. Look. So this is what I did. I unhooked everything from the dash, like, you know, because we all know, like, there was like this big old open box right there. Oh yeah, torque converter bolts. Gotta keep that so I know what size to get. I just want to get new ones, that's all. So basically this is what I did. I fiberglassed this, smoothed it out, finished it. It's the housing that housed the gauge cluster. So the heater control is down. I'm probably going to route the heater control like right there, or I'm probably just going to eliminate the radio, because I'm probably never going to listen to the radio in this truck. Never. I still have to cut out. I'm going to keep the headlights, and I don't know. Like, this is all the trailer stuff. I think this was the trailer, or this was the dome light switch. Oh yeah, here we go. It says it right there, dome lamp. And this is the headlight switch, parking light switch, and that's like the dimmer controls and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna re-tap and re-cut out. Yeah, tap is like my word nowadays, man. Just tapping everything. So that is the custom gauge cluster that I have. So like I said, I'm gonna put that back in here, probably keep them in the same location. This is all going to be custom gauges and stuff like that. Big old, probably like a 3-inch tack right here, boost gauge, electrical gauge, oil temp, water temp, and anything else I'm probably missing is probably going to go right there. I don't know, trans temp or something like that, coolant temp, boost. Boost, 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 boost. Lots and lots of boost. And the list that I have is actually getting kind of short too, because, you know, you can't do your project build without having a list. So I'm getting through it. Like, as of right now, 50% of the things that's left on that list over there is brakes, like calipers, brake lines, suspension parts and stuff. So, yeah, that's like ignition wires, like new mirrors and stuff like that. That's pretty much why that list is looking really, really long. I got the battery hooked up, the fuel cell is hooked up. So I really, what I'm gonna do is today I'm gonna go in the house, I'm gonna buy two 16-inch electric fans, because that's gonna be one on each side. That's gonna allow me to cool the radiator with a high fan and a low fan. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna wire those up tomorrow. The next video is probably me gonna be shortening the old Pontiac G8's drive shaft. I'm gonna take that to the drive shaft shop. We're gonna chop that, cut it, balance it, and then we're gonna slide this one in, button it all up and stuff like that. Oh yeah, maybe I should buy radiator fans and a transcooler. That way I can button everything up and probably at least crank the engine over and see what I got going right there, prime the system and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much catching you guys up to speed of what's been going on with the 1,000 horsepower Chevy Blazer build. We're back, we're working. I wish UPS would hurry up so I can get this coupler on. Cause like, that's what I was doing. I was like buttoning up all the couplers and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, it's like 5 o'clock. Where the hell is this coupler at? But anyway, that's it. That's today's video. And I guess I will just catch you guys later. That's it. Yeah, singing it. Kid over there had bars. There was one thing I forgot to include in the video. New injectors. Real quick, I knew that there was basically an 8.1 liter Chevy engine out there that used 50-pound injectors. So I didn't want to go broke on injectors from like ID or fuel injector clinics and stuff like that. So I went on, not a GM website, but basically I ordered factory, because like I said before, time and time again, LS engines are finicky when it comes to like their sensors and stuff like that. And also I'm finicky when it comes to like certain things. Like I've been seeing like injectors and stuff on eBay saying that they're this and they're that. And I'm like, nah, I'm just probably gonna go buy factory from like Advanced Auto or something like that. This video is not sponsored by them. So I went out and bought 50-pound Chevy injectors, because coming from the engine that I have, the injectors in here are only like 24-pound injectors. That's really not enough. That's enough for probably like 4 pounds of boost without maxing out the duty cycle on the injector. So I at least wanted to go up to about a 50-pound injector. That way I can at least run safely 7 to 8 pounds of boost in the beginning. Then later on, I can up the injectors to probably like a couple of 100-pound injectors and stuff like that. All right, so yeah, that was just one little tidbit that I forgot to tell you guys that I had, one more time. 50-pound injectors by Chevy. And that's basically it. All right, I'm done now. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. I will catch you in the next, I was getting ready to say the next build. I'm getting way ahead of myself. What's wrong with you?